Yeah! Back, baby. Back with a vengeance. Just a real quick video here. I wanted to show off my latest pickups that I picked up today while I was out in a boot. Now, before we get started, I do want to mention a channel that I most recently started following a couple of months ago. It was actually recommended to me from another buddy of mine, and the channel is called Dat Game Collector. I think I have that right. Now, he posts some really awesome videos. You may have seen this guy in the community before. He kind of fell off the map. He hadn't put out a video in almost 9 months, but he's back. He posted a video today, so if any of you guys out there want to check out his channel, I'll leave a link below in the pinned comment. So yeah, good to see that he's back. Glad to see that he's doing well. So today's pickups. So let's get started on this. So I headed out to the kind of like a thrift store out in the country. Took a drive out with my mother. And like I always say, if you want to go out to the country, man, that's where all the gold is. And today was no different. So again, take a sip of my Rolling Rock here. So you can check out this clip. I took a small clip here of the jewel case near the DVD section. And much to my surprise, there was a chunk of NES games, quality, nothing but quality NES games in the cabinet, and they were reasonably priced. They were like $10, $15, $20 Canadian. They even had one game, I can't remember which game it was. I think it was Total Recall, actually. They had a loose card of it, and they had one that was CIB, complete in box. Again, I don't collect for the NES, so I'll leave that stuff there for somebody else. They had a crystal clear PS2 controller and a crystal blue one, clear blue. I already have a clear blue. I was tempted to pick up another one, but again, I pumped the brakes. They were only $10 a piece, but I want to get a ceramic white controller to go with my ceramic white console back here. So, however, while I was perusing, they had a Xbox 360 controller, and it said it was $4 as is. And I took a look at it, and all it was missing, I'll show you guys here, all it was missing was the back piece. And of course it was dirty and it had tape on it and everything. So I couldn't believe it. So I grabbed it for $4, an Xbox 360 controller. And you guys can't see it on camera, but this is my original 360 controller right here. And I've had it for 10 years since I bought the console brand new at Walmart. And I've used this controller so much that on the new controller, and I totally forgot, it's been so long, the 360 has little dimples on the thumbsticks, like so you can tell left, right, up, and down, obviously. And this is like barely used, like it's like brand new, and the thumbsticks are perfect. Whereas on my old one that I've had for 10 years, I've used it so much. This is a true testament to how much I play my 360. The rubber on this stick is basically completely worn down to hard plastic on the bottom, and it's actually giving my thumb and my finger blisters. and I've placed this controller down on my coffee table so much, I swear to God, the plastic on the controller, on the ends of it, has actually shaven itself down. It's flat. I swear to God. Whereas on this one, it's not the case. It's perfect. It's brand new. I can't believe it. And I actually had this lying around, given to me from a buddy years ago that I hadn't had a chance to use yet. And it's actually the OEM, the legitimate, the battery pack that you can put on the back of your your Xbox 360 controller. So you plug it in just like you would with your batteries, and then you hardwire it to the console to charge it. So yeah, pretty happy for $4. I got a refurbished Xbox 360 controller. These are becoming pretty sought after and hard to find, and it makes you wonder, another 10 to 15 years from now, when there's no more good 360 controllers out there, is there going to be a company like Hori that will release a third-party controller that will do an adequate job for the 360? So it's funny with these old 360 controllers and the console, it's so easy to sync the controller to the 360. The Xbox One, forget it. It's always a fucking shit show. So, cat's out of the bag. I picked up Halo 3. So, when I got to the cache, they typically keep the games in the binder. They leave the cases out for you to take a look at. So, I picked up Halo 3, and I opened it up at the cache, and it had a disc in there. It had the multiplayer disc, which I think may have been sold separately at the time. So, I told her, I'm like, well, this is the multiplayer disc. I need the disc that goes with the game. She pulls the binder out, and the disc is all scratched up. So I'm like, holy fuck. But in the binder, there was another copy, and that was the Platinum Hits Halo 3. So this one has no scratches on it, and seeing as it's the Platinum Hits, I'm not sure. I got to do a bit of research. I'm sure there's less bugs on this one. Maybe some of the DLCs baked on the disc. I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know. So there you have it. Halo 3 plus the multiplayer disc, which probably is as good as a coaster. Here it is. Finally got it. There's a nice steelbook for Halo 3 as well that I saw today online. So finally I've got Halo 3. The only Halo I don't have is, I guess if you're counting Reach and ODST, I don't have those yet. I don't have the original Halo Combat Evolved. I have Halo 2 on the original Xbox. So with all that excitement out of the way, let me show you the big purchase that I picked up. Oh, by the way, I paid, I think, $6 for that. So without further ado, roll tape, take a look at this. So yeah, as you can see, for $8, I got a nice Sears CRT, and it's a small CRT. I don't know the exact dimensions. I gotta pull out the measuring tape, but my God, does it ever look good. It's got the yellow and white RCA inputs in the back, so the Genesis plugs in perfectly. The TV works perfect. Doesn't have a remote. I don't need one. You just simply turn it on from the front and away you go. Seeing those beautiful scan lines, you know what? I can't go back to playing the Genesis any other way. And that includes the analog Mega SG. Not anymore, baby. It's got to be the CRT. So it's crazy. The flat screen TV that I was using was actually doing the Sega Genesis a disservice. It was actually, reducing, I guess, the quality of life enjoyment out of this console. It just wasn't the same. But playing on the CRT, my God, Pebble Beach Golf, it looks so good with the scan lines. I'm gushing. So is it the perfect CRT? Maybe not, but some of the older CRTs from like the late 80s, some of those Sonys with the flat panels, the problem with those, the older you go, the more you're going to run into reliability issues, TVs that might soak up a lot of the power in your house. I guess you could say they're not as efficient. Whereas this Sears TV, it's kind of like the last of the CRT generations. You can tell this is probably from like the mid to late 90s, and it's just the right size. So I'm extremely happy to have it. Hell, I might even hook up my VCR to it. So there you have it. That's it for these pickups. Again, just a short video right around the 9-minute mark. Let me know what you think of the CRT. I'm going to go in there tonight and start playing the Genesis. I can't wait. It's just so amazing. And I'm so happy to have basically a brand new Xbox 360 controller. Thank fucking God. Woo! All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. You people are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Canadian Gamer, and you take care.